Good evening, and welcome to Western Connecticut State University News Election Connection, your live and local source to the national and local 2012 elections. We are broadcasting through Charter Communications, on the radio at 91.7 WXCI, and streaming online at WCSU.edu.
We are also discussing the issues important to Western Connecticut this evening.
And we're going to go to one of those students right now, Katie at SD headquarters. Katie, are you there?
Hi, I'm Chris. Hi.
Hi, Katie. Can you give us a sense of the vibe of the room?
The vibe here is very good. There's people all over the place crowding around the TVs. The numbers are changing constantly. And I actually had a chance to talk with one of the head campaign workers.
And
he wanted...
Yeah, what are they saying?
He wanted to express that SD has actually been out since 6 a.m. this morning, going from location to location where the elections are actually taking place, and that she's been still fighting for the vote up until around 8 p.m., and that he feels that they're very optimistic that she will in fact win.
And was there something that, what's making them optimistic? Is there a region, a city that's making them feel optimistic, or are they just saying, you know what, I feel like this is our time?
I think it's a little of both. I think they feel it's their time, and also her jobs plan, her tax structure in taking away the tax cuts for the wealthy and helping the middle class, as well as protecting Social Security and Medicare benefits. All
right, Katie, thanks for your report. We look forward to checking back with you later tonight. Thanks again, Katie.
And I'm surprised at the numbers we're seeing right now. Still too early to tell. We know, and Ohio, Virginia, really going to be incredibly important states for how this turns out. But no matter who is elected president, one of the hottest topics is going to be how that person may fill out the Supreme Court over the coming 4 years, or perhaps beyond 4 years. And the issue of the five kings, again, a Supreme Court where some people will be leaving without a doubt in the next 4 years, and the president will have a chance to replace those people, is the subject of this report.
Founded in 1789, this group of elites is now faced with recent issues such as abortion, healthcare, and corporations being recognized as humans. All it takes is a 5-4 majority, as in such cases as Roe v. Wade, legalizing abortion, and Citizens United, establishing corporations with the same rights as people. So should these 9 justices, appointed by the President and confirmed by the Senate, make such decisions for over 300 million Americans? Within these 9 justices are 5 conservatives, including Chief Justice John Roberts, and 4 liberal justices. Once approved and confirmed, justices are employed for life and will only leave by retirement, impeachment, or death. It turns out that 4 justices will be turning 80 years old during the upcoming presidential term. Included in these 4 justices is liberal Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who has recently been treated for pancreatic cancer. If one of these justices leaves the court during the presidential term, a new justice will be appointed, which could either sway or keep balanced the court's perspective on hot-button issues. For instance, if liberal Ruth Ginsburg must step down for health reasons and Romney is elected, he will appoint a new justice with correlating conservative views, making the Supreme Court more conservative than it's been in a very long time. Now, no justice has yet suggested that they will be stepping down, but with the Supreme Court laying down the official law of the land, this is an issue that cannot be ignored with this upcoming election. This is Kylie Smith reporting for WCSU News Election Connection.
Thank you, Kylie, for that report. And now in studio to discuss the issue of the next 4 years in the Supreme Court is Dr. D.L. Stevenson from our Communications Department at Western Connecticut State University. Thanks for joining us this evening.
You're welcome.
Where did this whole idea of the 5 kings come from? What does that mean? And by the way, kings, do you not resent that? Should it not be queens as well? Because we've got, you know, again, when I first voted, there were no women on the Supreme Court. Things have changed a lot in the last 30 years.
Yeah, they have. And I think the reason why I think they use the term the 5 kings is because 5 is going to be a deciding vote. And if you have the Supreme Court and the way it's set up, that is extremely important. Because I think, and I want to say this, you know, with all seriousness, and it's not to be facetious, people look at a court system and they think in terms of, okay, there's going to be fairness. They're going to really weigh these arguments, and they're really going to make a decision based on maybe precedent, or they're going to make a decision based on maybe what's in the best interest based on that particular legislation. Okay, that's reasonable, but this is a court. And these are judges, and they are no less ideological than politicians. They have agendas, and they have their ideas, and they have a way of interpreting the law.
Right now, we need to go to Catherine, because we're going back to Elizabeth B. Hayes. We've got,
Catherine has some numbers.
Yeah, we're going to go to Catherine for some current numbers on Obama and Romney. Catherine.
Well, these are the numbers that we've been discussing. Very exciting for supporters of Barack Obama. The current projections are showing the president will be around for 4 more years, as we heard Murphy supporters chanting at headquarters.
And I want to thank you, the viewers, for staying with us tonight for such an exciting election. I also want to thank Charter Communications, WXCI 91.7, and of course, Western Connecticut State University. Thank you for joining us, and have a good night.